Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. Eventually, private TV channels and social media websites are now available for the citizens of Pakistan after blockade of almost 2 days. And some sort of agreement has been signed between the government and the protesters of a religious party. A friend of mine, Rana Riaz, has pointed out the fact that some people of religious parties in Pakistan are trying to spread Islam in Pakistan, where the 97% population is Muslim. But he has ignored the fact that we are having different brands of Islam in Pakistan. Different sects are struggling to promote their brand of Islam in Pakistan. And the amount of tolerance which we have in society here in Pakistan, that is quite it is quite evident that so far religious entities promoting their brand of Islam are not in open conflict with each other. They do tolerate the efforts of every religious entity. And that is also a signal that we are moving towards real democracy. In democracy, you tolerate the opinions of others, and they tolerate your opinions as well. And the standard of debate depends upon the level of education in society. Our educated people were misled in a way that the brilliant among us were directed towards education in natural sciences, in medical sciences, in engineering, and even were also directed towards computer sciences. So, in the domain of politics, we do have very few brilliant brains whom can raise the level of the standard of debate here in Pakistan. signs of improvement are here. People have started questioning the logic behind irrational actions of government and opposition as well, of past leadership. It is not only me who says that the best leader is the one who knows his constitutional powers and limitations as well. And he teaches all this to his party members. And ensures democracy within his own party ranks. Paves the way for election of party candidates after holding within the party elections to nominate one among the many. So all these ingredients of a good leader and of a good political party, which can be truly termed as a political party. There shall be a difference between a gang of dacoits in organizational setup and a political party. Political parties, they mostly have a democracy, and they do elect their party leaders and candidates even for general elections through within the party elections, and they do comply with the constitution of the country, and they do believe in rule of law, in equal opportunity, and they also respect the fourth pillar of the state, which is known as press. In recent protests which are about to end here in Pakistan today, because as the state media is saying that the agreement has been reached, and private TV channels are also mentioning this fact that the agreement has been reached, and according to a private TV channel, law minister is going to resign finally. So during all these protests now, soon after restoration of private TV channels in Pakistan, yesterday, the media people, the senior journalists, they came up with the complaint that they were being tortured, and they were harassed not only by the protesters but some government agencies as well, while they were trying to perform their professional duties. And a senior journalist was of the view that the angry protesters and the anger of government was expressed on a weak segment of society, and that is the fourth pillar of the state. Well, when a religious political party and a government of a almost secular political party, they treat the fourth pillar of the state so roughly, the pace of promotion of democratic values, republican values in society, that becomes a bit slow because educated people, they abstain from entering into profession of journalism because of the rough environment around them. So all these acts of violence against the journalists who are condemnable, they shall not be repeated again. If we really want to have a true democracy in Pakistan, we should learn to tolerate the fourth. Internet service. So one thing which is uh, haunting the minds of everybody here, that why the social media websites and private TV channels were blocked in Pakistan. That was an extreme step. And the interior minister says that he is not aware of the fact that social media websites are blocked and private TV channels are even blocked. Some of our friends on Facebook, they were smart enough to utilize the VPN to be online. The past 2 days, and there were discussions, though uh, those discussions were focusing that existence of a software which can help to reach social media websites, even if it is blocked by a country. And some of them were pointing out the gravity of situation. I mean, um, I don't think that there was any need of doing all that. That helps in promotion of rumors in society once you block all the sources of information. And as I had said earlier, that fourth pillar of the state, press, it helps the government to remain aware of the situation. So that step was like plunging the government into darkness. And who has taken that? Interior Minister is denying that he was even unaware about all this. The general impression, all those whom are having this business of propagating bad things about Pakistan, they were trying to give an impression that some sort of persecution is underway in Pakistan. That's why only state media is available for everyone. And the private TV channels, which are almost 100 in number, are all blocked. And there was a strange logic behind it. Someone he came up with in Pamra with the argument that uh, private TV channels shall not give live coverage to the protesters and to their violent activities. That person shall know that that Pamela shall know that they have tried to hide the crime of certain people. Because when it is being recorded on camera, that helps the court to reach a decision. So media men were risking their lives to record the crimes against public property. Protesters were burning vehicles of the people, and they were damaging the properties. They had attacked residences. So Pamela's argument that there shall be no live coverage of such incidents is tantamount to hiding a crime. I don't know why we don't have. I mean, we have quite educated people there in certain government departments, almost in all the government departments. Why Pamela is trying to hide the acts of violence taking place during protests by banning the live coverage of such incidents through media. I think someone responsible shall look into it. And, I hope that this practice will be never repeated again here in Pakistan. Pakistan is not Kashmir. Your freedom struggle is underway. Pakistan is a Republican polity. We have a democracy here, and our courts are quite active in promotion of democracy. They do interpret the constitution where it is needed, and they are taking all the necessary measures to ensure the integrity and solidarity of the federation. Those who cannot understand all this, they shall try to be a bit more intelligent, so they can have an idea, the true idea about the existing situation in Pakistan. Since long, our dependency on state-owned media has been ended, and we are in a true, we are on a road towards true democracy, where fourth pillar of the state plays an important role. And recently, a judge has given remarks that he would like to depend upon media reports to ascertain the facts. And that is height of credibility of Pakistani media. I'm sure that such acts will not be repeated again. Pakistani society is a tolerant society. The protesters were tolerated, their demands are being accepted, and there was no bloodshed. Finally, the compromise has been reached, and there was no need of blocking the private media channels or social websites. We do have cyber laws on social websites. If somebody is doing any violation, can be dealt in accordance with the law of the land, which is now called cyber law. So maybe out of nervousness or because of lack of experience, someone has done this that has given a very bad impression of Pakistan to the rest of the world. Everyone shall know that the whole world knows that Pakistan is a beautiful country, surrounded by big neighbors. And if an individual is at wrong here in Pakistan. Only that individual or a group who is committing some wrong will be getting a bad name if it is being reported on media. Pakistan being a beautiful country will remain a beautiful country. And those who are committing wrong will lose credibility, not Pakistan as a beautiful country and a rich country full of resources, but mismanaged so far. So I think that we are heading towards true democracy. Awareness is the level of awareness is very high now in public. And interesting questions are raised by the people. And, all those who were taking the people of Pakistan for granted as political leaders, they are facing the music now. Fooling the public is not an activity recommended for a politician in present age. Machiavelli and all these guys, their philosophies are not applicable here. In the countries where the democracy is and where we have free press, and we are heading towards having restoration of rule of law. So all those people who were trying to befool the public in the name of politics as so-called political leaders, now they are facing the wrath of the people, and they are wanted by the courts as well. So all those who were interested in politics and they shall mend their ways, even in past if their previous political leaders involved in befooling the public, involved in lying, corruption, they shall mend their ways to remain in politics. With increased level of awareness in public, now demagoguery, showing green gardens to the public, that practice has become too dangerous for a politician. I wish all the best to all of you in that and good luck as well.